Knew you were waiting, knew you were waiting for me. Just be good if you was serious on that. Be real good if you was serious about it. And I believe they had the passion. But we're talking about two different parties that come from two different worlds and two different types of approval. I was met. Talking about yeah, that was met or scandaled. Very good voices. Come on, man. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up for Aretha Franklin and George Michael. My goodness. That's some talent right there. That's straight talent. Straight talent, man. Two different worlds. He ain't talking about her and she ain't talking about him. I knew you was waiting for me. Maybe on a song or something, but not, that's about it. We'll stop right there. Stop. We'll stop. And to do a song with them, if they were still here, rest in peace, both of them. To do a song with them, you need to be kind of up on your stuff, you know. You're not up on your stuff. You're not up on your, my man, my first landlord, you caught up on your payments. I went in child support court. Is he making his payments? That's all a question he want to ask. He ain't got the file in front of him. That's on the prosecuting attorney and the computer. Yeah. Is he up on his payments? Is he at least trying? Is he working? Where he working at? Oh, can we get a check from them? Can we get a check from them boys? Because we just want to pay this thing. We want to make sure this other partner is taken care of. Yes. You ever checked out Jenny Loggins without Messina? Oh, Kenny Loggins without Messina. Yeah, Kenny was a whole nother dude, man. I love Kenny Loggins. Now I got cut loose, foot loose, pick up Sunday shoes, please, Louise. Pull me off my knees. Oh, I'm not waiting here. There's no reason to lie. Man, I used to love Kenny Loggins' music. There's no need to say not to survive. Now I'm not so sure you're being here. Man, he went hard, dude. This is it. Make no mistakes where you are. This is it. Thank you. That's a perfect segue into my topic. We're gonna get into it in just a second. It's called Work on It. This is it. This is it. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you for being you. I don't know much about his personal life or nothing like that. I just know these guys had some good songs, man. Michael McDonald. Oh my God, dude. I thought dude knew how to read music, man. This dude just gifted like that. Playing what he hear, playing what it sound like. What does it mean? Yeah, that's where we at, man. Yeah. Now, oh man, thank you. My voice doper. I don't think I want to lose this voice right now. I think I might just do all these impressions and try some stuff mixed with the stuff that I was singing when I was singing. Because the vocal is mostly the voice. I did one video about that. It's mostly the voice, man. To hear Kenny Loggins singing in the 80s, now I'm not so sure. I'm like, what? Wait a minute, what just happened? Wait a minute, we already in the story, and then we're in the story, and Kenny grinding on the vocals. My God, Kenny, stop. That could have been a Michael Jackson song, and Michael knew it. Michael was probably upset about that one. Michael was upset they put that one out without him. They didn't go through Quincy in them hands. Nah, they were a little upset about that one. They was upset about Hall & Oates. Michael talking about, I'm gonna steal that bass line. Michael was a thug, man. They punked him so much they made him a thug. In his later years, he was a thug, dude. My favorite joke from Louis Farrakhan. Louis say, yeah, Michael's a soldier. He was a funny looking soldier, but he was a soldier nonetheless. I'm laughing, I'm all over the floor when I heard him say that. Because I used to tune in and try to listen to it. They took that radio station away. And that's what's happening with a lot of AM radio. They're changing it all over. They're trying to take AM out of here. Because AM radio, you get to say a little bit more than what you can say, even on YouTube. AM radio go hard. I mean, you want to hear something, we come on here at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the evening, Central Standard Time. What baby girl say over? I might bring her to the house. I might bring her to the house. She said, I woke up like this. I'm like, girl, your hair is pretty. Who that girl hair pretty? Long hair. I'm a sucker for long hair. Long hair lady. I love it. Run my fingers through her hair. But yeah, when you're talking about music and stuff like that, man, you gotta put your work into it. Let me see what you're saying. Western Washington AM had an old time country and it was cool. I know there's a country knobs. Let's twist the knobs. You be twisting the knob, you be like, you gotta go back a little bit. Right in there, you find a sweet spot. Man, they got a thing where they doing on this country station. They play the old country. They don't play that new stuff. Now do that. Don't be playing all that new stuff. That new stuff ain't hitting. That new stuff is not where it's at. Okay. Then they have a thing called not a garage sale. It's almost like a garage sale, but you really sell what you got for sale. And another person calls up next, say, I want to buy that boat. Okay, well, you can get his number right here and such. Somebody will leave a phone number. I mean, this is like grassroots radio. And yeah, sometimes, man, for them to come up with that kind of a community, it's just beautiful to see. Something they worked on. You gotta work it out, man. Baby, you gotta work it out. Sometimes you gotta work on it, man. You can't just come out and say, oh, we're gonna do this and do that, and you ain't got no community set up. Man, AM radio is amazing. Amazing. That's why they trying to kick it. That's why my man got on public radio. Took the funding away. Comes the rain again. All right. I want the. I love it. You gotta have a community with that. You gotta have somebody that wants to hear you. Somebody that wants to participate. That's our first interactive radio is AM radio. FM was programming and control, high fidelity. That was AM. Hold on a second. Let me put the chat on the wall. Let me put the chat on the wall. Hold on a second. Be right there. Boom, 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 boom. Done. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up the chat. That way I ain't squint and trying to see what you're saying and talking about. Put it on the screen. Coming to the stage. I like that about A McCree. DJ Al McCree. That was a good show. That's a good show. So it's saying it's not picking up my internet. Let's go here. I ain't afraid of you, Cletus. Cletus! I ain't afraid of you. I ain't scared of you. It's the same thing. It's the same feeling. I always seem to get around you. Yes, I do. Just for you. I intend to look my best for you. Yes, I do. That boy Larry, boy, I could do Larry. I can't do Larry like Larry. Larry go hard. I thought the world was about to go in a different direction when they made Larry the president of the record company. I'm like, what are we doing? The lead singer of Cameo is the president of the record company? Oh my God, no. So let's look this up. Let's look it up. Look it up. Work on it. ScrAp TV. Work on it. ScrAp TV talk. Work on it. Yeah, you gotta work on it. Can be up here faking the funk. Say you're not. You also ain't not afraid of Cletus. Yeah, Cletus. We never got to see Cletus. No, suggestion box. You got a movie coming out. You got a short or a video or something, and you're playing all the roles. Get some other people involved in your skit. Don't try to do it all yourself. Come on, work on it for real, man. Work on it for real. Get a second person's opinion. These projects where you do everything yourself, it's one-sided. Ain't nobody's finna buy that, man. Ain't nobody finna buy that. I think AI is one-sided a little bit too. There's nobody checking this. The AI just spits it out for you. Yeah, thanks. Thank God for at least a thought train where I can change it up a little bit. And yeah, AI, you would say AI is genius, not me. I think that's pretty brilliant that a computer can do the whole song, the intro, the break. You can have 10 versions of the same song, but it don't hit here. It don't resonate my whole body. I don't feel it in my pinky toe. Like Little Richard said. And like Amy Grant said, it's not a song until it captures your heart. It's not a song until it tears you apart. Till it gets through to you, it's not a song. It's not a song. I think Michael W. Smith wrote that. Let's put the tape on pause, and let's turn the audio down, and we can still watch the chat right here. One thing I do like about Windows 10 and Windows 11 that you can put, you have these multiple tabs. I can take that tab and put it on one side of the screen, put the other on the other side. I like that. That was like the biggest feature of Windows layout. I'm like, y'all don't stop, man. But it's so helpful. Put one on one side and one on the other. Yeah. Now I can have a chat there. And then I can go give yourself a like. I appreciate it. Throw a couple of hundreds. I need those. So I can say what I gotta say. Appreciate it, man. I love the computer style. That phone, boy, I be in somebody's chat and I can't even interact because I'm typing too many words and letters. I'm like, this takes it away, Scrabble bees. All I gotta do is put an S, C. Scrabble bees comes up. Appreciate it. Done. 2 steps. Was that three strokes? 1, 2, 3. Commit. Done. Yeah, I love it. Thanks for the hundreds. I appreciate it. Till it gets through to you. It's not a song. Let's look this up. Now, since I got both screens open, let's see who wrote that song. Or did Michael McDonald write that song? Remember he had that song with and then now that was a dude from Chicago who had a song with Amy Grant and everybody was upset. Everybody upset. Amy was good, man. I like Amy Grant. It's not a song written by who? Yeah, Amy Grant. Robbie Buchanan. Robbie Buchanan, and I think that says Stephen Chapman. Or is that Chapman? Stephen Chapman Curtis. Hold on, man. I just want the information. I don't want to download it. So yeah, I know Michael W. Smith wrote some songs for her. So that's why I would say his name first. Buchanan, I've heard of him. Yeah, Rob, yeah. I feel you. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Pretty cool right there. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So since I hope I don't get, I think I'll be all right with Google and YouTube ain't the same company. This is all owned by Fox or something. I pay attention to that stuff. I want to know what's going down, what's going next. We'll be doing the numbers today again. I don't care what I look like. I'm just going to do it like it is. We'll be doing the numbers. There's something I got to work at. Getting these videos out. Getting the information out to the people. I got information. Okay? That right there has to be broken down. That right there has gold in it. These are those old projection TVs. The gold chip is about, the processing chip that you have in the computer. A lot bigger than the phone processors. But a lot more gold on these old dinosaur TVs. But you gotta work at it. You better have a drill, because trying to unscrew every screw, that's gonna be one long video, and I'm gonna have to speed it up. Just put some music on it for you to even think about watching this video. Some of my cooking videos, I had to speed up the thing because the process of prepping and cutting onions and all that stuff is a little too much. I had a girl that was in Canada. She said, "Thank God you sped it up." She not on here no more. I liked her. She was like, she reminded me of Heidi, girl I went to school with. She was mixed. She was black and white, mixed child. And man, I think I'm in a picture with Heidi, because I was the poster boy for this private school. And I was on the pamphlet that you pass out. Hey, come join our school. One of those. I'm like, I'm on the picture with Heidi. Heidi looking back at me. She looking back at the camera. Man, that girl was pretty, man. That was a pretty girl. Mixed, the mixed young adults, man, it was kind of taboo. Puerto Rican or, black mixed with this, or mixed with Russian, or mixed with Italian, Jewish mixed with that, and you get a different mixture of a person, of their aesthetic or their looks. It's like you see this person, you're like, that's a piece of this and a piece of that, and you'd be amazed, man. Like back in the 80s. Yeah, that song didn't come out to the 90s something. Yeah, they keep them separated. Oh, I knew that song was racial. I was like, Hey, yo, you talking back to me? Boom, better keep them. I'm like, dude, y'all still pushing hatred. That's dumb. I don't like hatred. So yeah. He said, when I make it, I wonder why I'm so slow. Sometimes I'm losing and fast forward. Yeah, I do vary speed. And I also put it on cassette tape. Cassette tape gonna tell you something about yourself. I know they got tape simulators, some of these programs, but it's not the same. It's not the same. You need to record it on a tape recorder and let that tape tell you the truth about what you're doing. And you'll listen to that tape on an old jam box or a tape machine. You'll be like, man, I sound crazy. Or hey, I sound great. I don't need to do nothing. I just need to pan that over to the left, pan it over to the right. Tape recorder. You think that's funny, just going backward in time. That's why the AM dial is so unique. AM amplified modulation. Huh? Yeah. AM radio meaning. We can shoot. This is gonna be cool if I can do it like this. Just go on and Yeah, amplitude modulation. Broadcasting technique. Yeah. Prominently used for talk radio, traffic reports, news, weather updates, and emergency alerts. When there's a storm, you always will go with AM radio because they're going to tell you the truth. There's disturbance in the wind. There's a tornado moving at 30 miles per hour coming from the south to the north, or northeast to southwest. Like, what? Please take shelter. Go get in the bunker if you got a basement. Please go down there. Seek shelter. Yeah. But I like the AM modulation of sound. I do. Okay. I like FM sound too. Okay. And we got that little thing. We got that little thingamajig they used to sell at Fry's. This is cool too. I ain't worried about it today. I'm not gonna worry about it. Give it up for the 9-volt battery. Give it up to who invented the camera. Get them, Doom. Doom a light. To my site. The little device that had the little plug that you can plug into your phone or whatever. And then you could broadcast on the FM like Mr. Microphone. Come on, man. That was cool. Mr. Microphone, the same technology. Broadcasting over FM frequencies. Normally 88.1 to 90.7. That's about the only frequency they would give you for Mr. Microphone. Now the little transmitter thing, you could broadcast that. Who's ever listening to that radio signal, you could go 107. You can go any frequency, as long as it's not a big, powerful radio station on that particular frequency. You look for the snow. You're like, I'm broadcasting right there. You still get another type of sound. And that's what I want to do. I want to make, I'm a follower of Bruce Sweden, the guy who recorded Michael Jackson and worked with Quincy. He's the engineer. Bruce Sweden is so tough with techniques, and Quincy Jones is too. I've gotten stories from his students when he would come to these people's colleges. Like, put a microphone down here, put the speaker way over here, and record what's coming out the speaker. Or hit a bass drum and mic it from way down there. You get a whole nother timbre of the sound. You'd be like, that's incredible. And that incredible sound gets transferred to tape. You in there, buddy. You are in there. So thanks for coming through. This is deSz'e ScrAp TV Talk. Yeah. You got to work on it, though. You got to do these science projects. Already Slim Thugger. Word up, Kershaw Valentine is in the house. He was giving me some advice and pointers for the podcast. Okay. He was doing a cast about putting the homeless in boot camps. He said just swooping them up. Yeah, kid. That's wild. Yeah. Now you want to see how you look on. Oh, jeez. I'm not rich, but I need that TV. Yeah, I got it for the Lolo. Got to put it low, but you got to be within a 3 mile. You're going to have to be careful when you drive off with it. You hit a bump, these things go bad. It's storm glass in it. They can't sell these at Walmart. People will be bringing them back the next day, bringing them back the same day. As soon as they buy it, they done broke it. That storm glass breaks, it goes everywhere. It's going to take you an hour to clean up the glass. So yeah. Yeah, knowing people, yeah. Especially his, when he was teaching, you know, I'm not interested in his sexuality or whatever, or his political views, but audio-wise, man, Quincy go hard, dude. He had 2 aneurysms, where the vein comes out of your forehead, and because he was thinking too much, he's working too hard. His kids would let you know he was not in their life like that. He was at the studio every day. Every day, every night. Him and Prince. Prince was like that. Funny, he didn't have an aneurysm. But Quincy had more. He had more things to do. You got to score the music for this TV show, score the music for this movie. You got to score the music for this artist. You got to score the music for this concert that's coming. You got to help these people with their stage sound. This guy was scientific, man. And them kids say he wasn't there. He wasn't in their life like that. That's why they got a little bit of bitter animosity toward Quincy Jones. You know, he wasn't in their life like that. He wasn't at the graduation and stuff. He's got a score to finish by tomorrow. So therefore, let me put my story back on with Dallas Austin that got cut off yesterday. The batteries went bad. Yeah, Dallas Austin, produced for Boyz II Men. Last minute, has a camp of people writing and making music and stuff. He got to have his project done by a certain day or the remix or whatever. They pull it off the night before they supposed to turn the tape in. Thusly, now we have Boyz II Men still singing today off the stuff that Dallas did, the remix that Dallas Austin did. I was in that camp, not directly, but they heard a song that I sang. And I think Kershaw Valentine heard that song. He heard that song and he was like, dude, you mixed and mastered that and you singing on it and you helped with the production. I think Dallas Austin offered us $150,000. I said, man, that ain't enough, bro. That ain't enough. This is a hit song. And definitely, we asked for more, and it never got back to me. And then the other guy, Bucky. What up, Bucky? If you see this, man, you know what it is. I was living vicariously through Bucky. Thusly, my name is Rebucky. So, at any rate, I wanted to see how that was going to sound, Bucky and Rebucky. But he tried to release it, and he had some other girl sing my part. Same thing as Big Mike with the other record label. They replaced my part with a chick and another dude. And that song, double platinum. But the song that Dallas Austin was supposed to, he was so enchanted to work with. Bucky went ahead and said, I'm gonna put it out myself. The girl sued him. That's a cease and desist order. All that had to come off, and you couldn't sell that song until the case is solved with the lawyers. So that's my story from yesterday. I got cut off the battery. I had a battery charge up enough. Anyway, real talk. Oh yeah, Quincy, man, Quincy Cole, man. You'd be amazed how many movies this man was behind the scenes on or takes the credit for. Real movies. Not just black movies. Not just black TV shows either. You hear that sampling, son? That'll be around for the rest of his life. For the rest of our lives. The rest of anybody's life. Norman Lear, he knew what he was doing. You want a winning team. Bruce Sweden. To use Bruce Sweden as your engineer. Dude, you get a chance, look up Bruce Sweden. And just see how it goes, man. Bruce Sweden. I don't like his songwriting, but I like his technique for recording audio. His audio, I mean, his songwriting is pretty much playing A, B, C, A, B. But his recording, A. Then we go to D. He's analog. Then he goes to digital. He ain't gonna go D, A, C. He ain't not gonna do none of that. He's not gonna have a converter. You don't need no converter. By the time he finished with it, you're getting the sound. It's supposed to sound as you. Sound that you can feel. Sound, a song that you probably gonna feel some emotion. So yeah. Horizon Wireless. I didn't think this thing I've all been sampled for free until you write the song. That way you have a community, indeed. And this is the new way right here to getting an audience. Is being on social media. This is it. There's no more record stores, and nobody's gonna go to the record store and ask the clerk, what's new? You know, I want some jazz music tonight. I'm going out with my significant other, and we want a cool vibe. You can't go do that no more. Now you got to talk it into the microphone. Or look it up. Scroll. Purchase. Then wait for it to come. Either it's instant or you got to wait for it to come in the mail. I like this approach too, but dude, when I saw people were making Jacques Cousteau kind of money, you making that kind of money and you just talking, or you just working on the music, or you can present your music, or you can do somebody's soundtrack and it's showing the process. I'm like, wait a minute, and skip. Okay, so this is the new record store. This is the new promotions, your marketing, your poster, everything. Your thumbnail is your poster. The title. Work on it. Yeah, gotta work on it. ScrAp TV Talk, man. You gotta work on your craft. Your guitar, you gotta work on it. You cannot just pick it up and just start wailing at it. Might be second nature to you, but hey, you gotta put some work in. Piano, I gotta do my scales. I don't wanna do the scales all the time, but I know when I do my scales, and it's time for me to compose or create something, it comes easier. It's a little bit more functional. Chromatic scales, major scales, minor scales, pentatonic scales. Dude, you know that. and you know how to really work Melodyne and auto-tune and all that stuff, you can do all that. Yeah, a little bit of music theory, and that's what Quincy Jones used to always say to any of the students or any interview that he was doing about music. Because I used to buy that industry magazine, not the magazine that you get on the calendar. You got to order this one. You got to go get it you got to read it at the library, or you got to order this to come to you. I think it was called Musician or something like that, Musicians. It was like 2 or 3 of them. You get the backstory. You get to hear the artists talking to artists. Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam was on the cover of one of them. I think Roland had a magazine called User's Guide or something like that. Roland Music. It was an industry magazine. This is not for the common people. What would they want to know about technically miking a drum or whatever, miking a guitar amp? But us musicians, man, yeah. $7 p.m. Okay. Already. You did a little bit better tonight. Okay. Cool. Tell you what I'm gonna do right now. I'm copying you, ScrAp. I'm gonna put you over here. Then we'll go here. Okay. You want to play that? Don't want to play that. You just want to paste. Okay. Oh, here you go. Okay, I got you. I got you, ScrAp. Please watch. I'm glad you came through, man. Thanks. I'm in there. Already. I see your guitar. I like that. I like them shades too, them green shades. That's dope. That is dope. So I got you in there, man. We good. This is the new record company, a new record store. And if these entities are, everybody had to change their business plan to be on there. Everybody had to change because ain't nobody going to the record store no more. Thanks, man. You're great too, man. Thanks for even having the intelligence and the understanding, whatever it is. It's always somebody that just don't get it. Us musicians, we kind of get each other a little bit, and we tolerate some things, but we gotta work. We gotta work on it, man. We gotta work on dealing with the average customer, the average consumer. There it is. Consuming. I don't want to keep chiming in about ex-lovers and stuff. Most of the girls that I used to date, most of the women I date, they're consumers, okay? My parents, my siblings, my brothers, and my cousins, they're consumers. I had to work on my thinking for that. I had to work on that. That ain't the coolest thing to be dealing with. Their thought pattern is buy, buy, buy. I'm buying this. Oh, I'm finna buy that. Anything with a UPC code on it. Oh, you know, I need to give me some peanut butter. I don't want no peanut butter. I want a guitar. I want a keyboard. I want to make my music. So I'm saying that to say this. Their consumer mindset, I have to understand that. They don't understand this mixer board. They don't understand that. Sometimes I don't understand. It's like, how did they route that to that? And then I can, you know, when Propeller Head's Reason came out, I was like, I'm confused. I can plug this into that. And I love when you turn the rack around, the cables kind of shake. Little animation in there. I'm intimidated. I'm like, I got that much power? Wait a minute, I got a mixer and a rack of keyboards or drum machines. Kong. I like Kong. Redrum was dope though. Redrum gave you that sound like a rolling. But I'm saying that to say this. You gotta, and it's not that dumbing it down. It's just you gotta think about the consumer. What do they want? What color schemes do they like? Yeah. What sounds do they like? Because right now, sound is about to change again. Anybody come out with something sounding different right now, they win. Got a lot of artists all over the United States, all over the world. They're stepping on their own thing and they want to sound like they sound, period. And they don't give a rip about what's happening on the radio. Those are the guys that are winning. The people that's on the radio and all these other programs and stuff where the kids are into, and it's the same beat. Everybody sound the same. Everybody got that auto-tune in their voice or Melodyne or whatever it is. People are starting to reject that. You can look it up. They don't want to hear the computerized music. Part where it looked like you didn't work on your beat at all. You let the computer make it for you. And you call it yours. People like, ugh. Because you're not relating. You're not transferring. You're not transparent. You think that everybody wants this kind of beat. Dude, the world is very different now. Everybody did want that beat 3-4 years ago. They don't want that no more. And I think that's going to happen to AI too. And people are going to hear it and be like, I don't even want to deal with it. They're not going to even buy it. They're not running nowhere to buy no AI song right now. The record company's got a machine. I remember when they did this back in, I think it was like around 92, 93. I thought it was no way possible, no way in the world are you going to have a machine that you feed the song into and it tells you if it's going to be a hit or not. Y'all ain't got that kind of technology. Come 97, 98, when a dude was foretelling the future about YouTube and all these other platforms, saying everybody gonna have their own station, everybody gonna have their own TV show, everybody can do their own thing. How are we gonna do that? 2 years later, he predicted it. He knew something nobody else knew. When I heard of the MP3 back in 1980, 84, 85, the Fraunhofer codec, and they was starting to manufacture these machines in Japan. And that dude brought that to show and tell. That's what we had in school when I was in grade school. He brought it to show and tell. He said the United States will not let us bring this technology in because it will tear up the industry. It'll mess up everything that everybody worked for. It'll mess up all records. You don't want to buy the record no more. You can get it in a file. The world was changing then. We're just late to the game. So now that the world is changing, and it's going to change again, and there's my suggestion box. It's at the end of this particular program. I'm going to tell you like this. If you don't put some human interaction with this AI, you're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere, man. Nothing's going anywhere. And look up this. Here's your homework assignment. I'm going to start throwing homework assignments. Homework assignment. ScrAp be, hey, Luciana Success System. Your homework assignment is this. Go look on this same platform. Look up recording on a multi-track tape recorder. Look at what artists are doing on there. What they've done already. It's already probably too late in the day. But there's like 2 or 3 groups music groups, that record on these old tape machines. They sound phenomenal. Yeah, because committing to tape makes you think. You're like, wow. What up, Terry Joe? Hoop. Hoop. 2 hoop salute. Terry Joe, yeah. Thank you, LaShawn. Terry Joe must have said something else too. Already, okay. Real talk, and we're gonna do that on SS. Yeah, we're gonna talk today. We're gonna talk on SS. Committing to take. You only got 1 chance, and you only got 8 tracks, if you're lucky. When they say the Beatles were recorded on the 4-track recorder, Yellow Submarine, their biggest album, Abbey Road, all that was on a 4-track. That means you got to be on your thing. You got to be that good. We're going to the next track. We're going to bounce over, and then that's it. We're going to have 2 more takes, and then the tape start getting muddy. But tape is warm sounding. So that's my suggestion box, is go, and that's my homework, your homework assignment. I'm doing the homework again. I'm going back and listening to those guys. I'm gonna buy me a Porter Studio from Tascam or Fallsticks or whoever, TAC, whatever. I got the tapes where I will take my digital stuff and run it through these tape machines, man, and then put it back in the digital. It's some magic in the old equipment, and it's some magic about how they did things. That's what we talk about, Quincy John. He did things in a different way. Bruce Sweden, they did things in a different way. That's why those sounds are so high to get over, yeah, too low to get under, yeah, stuck in the middle, and the pain is, I'm like, I took my baby to the doctor, yeah. Yeehaw, whoa, cause it's reaching to you. Ain't no AI song can grab you like that. That was recorded in a certain way that even Quincy said, him and Bruce Sweden, the engineer for Quincy, they worked on that album off the wall so much, and that thrill, They worked on Thriller so hard, they said the speakers were combustible, caught on fire. They said, we know we got something now. Something in this. Something in this music. They did that. The biggest selling album ever. Still going. I think the album came back on the charts again. I think I went back to like number 40. An old record. So it's something about them old dudes. And thanks, Jason Black. Something about them old things that you got to bring back. You got to bring it back. And if you're going to do AI, that's my suggestion box. Is AI take one of those vocals out and let somebody real sing that. Okay? Or let somebody else play the keyboards to it, or play the drums, or play over it, or play with it. Like Anthony Holmes, 72. Sometimes do something. You can't let the computer do it all. You must interact with it. That's the magic of this. Interact with it. Run that through a tape machine. I bet you're going to get a better sound than this digital, crispy, everything sounds so good, everybody sound good. I feel you. I feel you. We can do things we can never do before, but we're not doing what it was. These recipes, I'm happy that 3 people are involved and want to see what I'm cooking over here. What the rock is cooking. Oh yes, recording on tape. And remember, before that was recording on the wire. I'm glad we done with that technology. I didn't want to be living in my old days like that. Peace to Motivated to Soar this morning. Motivated 2010. If you haven't checked out, all the Shadow successes, check them out. Check them out. You're missing out on a lot of information that you need to be privy to. You need to be connected to. So that's the end of my show. I'm gonna do it like this, man. I'm gonna count it down in the middle, and then I'm gonna count it down from the top. I'm gonna go 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And that is the end of my particular program. DeSz'e, ScrAp TV Live, ScrAp TV Talk. Work on it. You gotta work on it. You can't, there's something else that needs to be done. Than just pressing one button and everything's done. No, it's something else needs to be done. Alright, I see it. So yeah, that's the end of the thing, man. And thanks, Scrapplebees. Thank you, Sammy Curry. I appreciate it, man. That's all I'm saying is I come from the old school. I'm trying to figure this new school so I can. That's what I told Stash Cash. I said, I'm gonna reinvent myself to a whole nother level, bro. You know how you gonna do that? I'm gonna do it. And what y'all doing with this new technology? Yeah, I see it. This is the record store. And I gotta make this personal again. And that's all we gotta do, man. All you gotta do is add some human interaction in the artwork, in the music, in the writing. You can't just let this machine do everything. They taking that credit now. They're like, oh no, you owe us some money. They taking all your money next thing you look up. So there it is, man. Black and white. This is DeSz'e, ScrAp TV Talk. Boy, we did it again. I'm kind of surprised the stream goes out every once in a while because I do have a metal thing. I know Anthony Holmes, 72, had that issue when he was doing this live with Queen's Alchemy. The reception goes out every once in a while because of these metal contraptions. You think 5G that can go through anything. But yeah, 6G coming up next. Boy, watch out. Microwaves. Come on now. Yeah. So yeah, microwave In all your food? No. Some things, yes. But not all things should be going through that microwave. I got a toaster oven. When I cook in that toaster oven, it just makes a different kind of taste. It's analog. It is not electric like that. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling y'all, seriously. Something about these analog machines and analog way that we used to do it. You put a baked potato in the microwave, you're going to have to figure out a way to make it. We started to learn how to do it to make it taste like it's a baked potato. Because that microwave don't do it no justice. You gotta have it submerged in water. What a trick. There's tricks to everything. But we're gonna have to trick this new technology, this digital technology. Trick it and give it a little more go. We're gonna have to work on it a little bit more. You're not gonna be able to just throw it in there and hit 20 seconds and it's done. Ding! Oh. It's just as good as cooking it on the grill. No, it's not. It's not. That's why it's barbecue. Okay? And liquid smoke is not the answer. You put too much liquid smoke on it, I'm gonna feel bad about it. I don't like barbecue with liquid smoke on everything. You're gonna have to come up with a better alternative. You're gonna have to come up with a better recipe, a better solution for me to be involved. No. Liquid smoke. As you trying to do it without the firewood. Boy, this world always trying to find a shortcut. Trying to find a shortcut. And you plumbers, y'all know y'all should have stood up with that plastic fittings for sinks. What are you doing? Plastic fittings for commodes. Come on, man. That water gets so hot, it's going to actually erode that plastic. Why would you go away from the brass or the copper or the stainless steel or the aluminum? Why would you go from that and go straight plastic? I know it's durable, but it ain't the same, man. It's going to deteriorate. I'm starting to see those in the trash a lot.